Hey everyone, Rob from Southgate Media Group here. Before we get started with this podcast, we have a quick message. If this is your first time checking out the show, we love that you found us and we really hope you enjoy it. What we have to say is for the subscribers. If you enjoy our shows, would you please donate to help keep these going? We don't want to have to put traditional ads on these shows, but this does cost money. So we really do rely heavily on donations. To make a donation to the show, please go to our website, www.southgatemediagroup.com. Go to the page for the show, and in the upper right-hand corner is a donate button. It takes you right to PayPal, and you can donate whatever amount you want. Thanks a lot for listening, everybody. And now, on with the show.
Hi, this is Cole Vallis, Tommy Elliott on Fox's Gotham, and you're listening to Phil, Kelly, and Tyler on Before the Bat, the Gotham Podcast.
Welcome to Before the Bat, the Gotham Podcast. I am your co-host, Phil, and with me as always is Kelly.
Hey.
And Tyler.
Hey.
And this week we had the episode Welcome Back, Jim Gordon. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I knew one of us was going to do that.
The Welcome Back Cotter theme with Jim Gordon.
Welcome back, Gordon.
I can dig it.
Just talking
There
about
you
Gordon. So, what did we all think?
I have to say, this is the first episode of the show that I watched with my mom.
Oh, that's interesting.
That my mom was seeing because I went over to visit her. And I was like, Mom's like, whatever you want to watch. And I was like, pulled it up on demand. I was like, I'm going to watch Gotham. Because Jania had already watched it. So I watched it with her. So it was cool because I got to explain to her who every character was.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of what was going on. So it was a neat experience.
That must have been interesting. It's like, hey Mom, yeah, that's Fish Mooney who's about to be tortured.
Yeah. I was like, this isn't Mom. I was like, Mom, this is Fish. She's like, is she going to be Catwoman? I was like, no, well, we might meet Catwoman later, Mom. I'm like, this is a character just for the show.
Is that how
She's
he's
like,
married?
Is it okay? Yeah. Then I was like, all right. And then she's like, she's a character just made up for this show. She's like, oh, she'll probably die. I was like, yeah, I hope so. But it was fun and adventurous. Mom definitely she liked Penguin.
Well, who doesn't love Penguin?
I know. He's the only reason to watch the show sometimes.
And speaking of mothers, we got his back again this episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
Super awkwardly creepy.
And wonderfully entertaining in the club.
This is my mother. This is my police friend.
Jim's like, what do I owe you? Nothing. We're friends. That's what friends do. We to help each other. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Which he was fine with till the end of the episode.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It was. I think this was a really good episode.
Tyler, we got Flash.
I know, and I was really happy about it. I was like, yes. And then they kind of took him out of the episode really fast, and I was like, wait a minute. They should have him around more.
Yeah.
Being more of an antagonist to Gordon, like that cop who's one step ahead of him, who's flaunting all Gordon's efforts.
Yeah, they're never gonna work together.
And I was like, all of a sudden they're like, you're under arrest. I'm like, how come it couldn't have been like one of Flask's men, like his number 2 or something? My ideas are going to get Flask. Oh man! But hey, I was cool with it. I was cool with just Jim being back and the whole scene where it's like he's going to arrest Flask and he has all the cops backing him up.
Oh yeah.
You got to see Fishwood in Harvey's jacket.
Yep.
Yeah, what's going on with those two?
What do you think's going on with those two?
Harvey's going fishing, I think.
I just always felt like Harvey has a special soft spot for fish. That's why he always was like, oh, it's just fish, no big deal. I don't even think Harvey realized
maybe they dated back in the day.
Maybe.
What?
Maybe they dated back in the day.
Yeah, if you call it dating. Yeah, I think they have something in their past going on.
You know who I feel sorry for this episode?
I know it wasn't Barbara.
We'll get to Barbara in a minute. It was a good episode for Barbara. If she wasn't in it.
Oh!
I was just waiting for her to pop up and I have to explain that to my mom. Well, Mom, this character, see...
Oh, that's wallpaper, Mom. Don't.
Yeah, that's moving furniture. Don't worry about it. But it was good. I liked, the penguin shined. I liked the little scene where it's just him in the club by himself, kind of
Talking
doing
to
his
himself.
thing. Like the way it was shot and edited, him just kind of spinning around. Then all of a sudden, Fishing shows up. And I was like, oh man, Cobblepot's about to get Cobblepotted himself when he got whacked with a bat. I'm like, dang, these baseball bats, man. Crazy.
I need an audio clip of you, something to do with Cobblepotted to play.
Just Cobblepotted.
Something like you going Cobblepotted, then it's like Tyler Patrick copyright.
Yeah. Okay, I'll start doing like that throughout the episodes. But he just mainly, the whole episode, he hung out in the club, basically, with his mom, who I thought was funny when she picked up the scarf that Falcone killed the girl wearing.
Oh, Liza, yeah.
She's like, finders keepers. I'm like, creeper.
Well, she didn't know.
I know. It's my club. Well, there's a few loose ends. It's mine.
But you said you were talking about Butch, Charlie Esser, who also podcasts, and I podcast with him on Super Connectivity. Hi, Charlie. We're gonna go over your theory. He was saying, remember a few episodes back when they got the sketch of the Wayne killer and it looked like Butch?
Yeah.
He was saying, what if Butch is Joe Chill?
That could be cool. I like that. Because they just call him Butch. Butch is more of like a nickname than it is.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, plus, I mean, the Electrocutioner changed his last name. Well, who says Butch doesn't change his name? And I mean, Joe Chill could be an alias, and
yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. That totally sounds like an alias.
Yeah.
I like that theory. There's enough there to really get behind, and there's not enough to really make it solid. So it's a good working theory. Speaking of the Wayne murders, what was up with Selena just hating on Bruce, making him cry? Like he thought they were friends.
Selena, this is for you.
Well, I kind of think she did that because she doesn't want him to get hurt. She likes him. She really likes him. But she's afraid that if he kind of stays in her world, that something bad's going to happen to him.
You mean like become a vigilante of the night who punches people?
Well, that's not terrible, but I mean something bad like somebody trying to kill him.
Again.
I
think she's just afraid to get close to anybody.
That could be too.
I agree with both of you. It was still really sad, but I guess needed for the development, but kind of early. I thought they could have been friends a little bit longer, but man, he got shut down hard.
Yeah, I think it's going to be kind of a love-hate relationship the whole time. I mean, push me, pull you,
Speaking of getting shut down hard, what about our boy Edward Nigma and his love letter?
Oh, that was painful.
I know.
I was waiting for the episode to end with Nigma shanking Flask, just sitting there, just. Because man, I was like, and that's how you make a supervillain.
Yes.
And then she goes in there to be nice to him, and he goes to ask her out, and she's like, nope, and leaves. And then he's like, there's hope. I'm like, good, Ed. Just keep being chipper till you snap.
I keep hearing we're getting an upcoming episode, I guess, where Nigma and Penguin meet.
Which is far overdue.
Can you imagine those two in the same room having a conversation?
It'll probably be the highest rated episode.
Oh, yeah.
Unless they do a flash forward where we see Bruce in the bat suit. That would be a cool way to end the season. Do a flash forward, and you just see the silhouette of the bat.
Oh, well, yeah, we just need a weekly conversation between Cobblepot and Nigma.
There you go. Nigma could totally give him, help him plan the perfect murder of Dish.
See, that's what I think would be really cool, is if they start to work together, Nigma, he needs something or wants something done outside, and he gets Penguin's help, and Penguin, you start seeing Nigma go bad.
And Nigma would totally know how to help him to, avoid being detected.
Riddle me this, when can a fish swim? When she's wearing concrete boots.
She's swimming with the fishies. He didn't drown fish. He just put her back in her home because she wanted to go home. Be with her
That's your
family.
home. Are you too good for your home?
Exactly.
There's your Adam Sandler quote of the night, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go.
But you know who was missing from this episode? Not even
You
a
already
mention.
said Barbara.
Well, I'm talking about that I actually care about.
Yeah.
Oh.
Was Tompkins. Like, not even a line of or anything about her.
Yeah, I still no Montoya or Allen either.
Yeah, I figured that the Montoya, Allen, and like Barbara's going to kind of come back in an episode more centric to them, because we went 2 episodes without Bruce and Alfred, and they came back. So I feel like the pieces are there moving in the background. But I was really shocked that there wasn't a line or like even like something like maybe Jim calling her or something like that, considering how the last episode ended with them kissing and everything. So
Well, everybody kisses everybody in these episodes, you know.
Wait, was that this episode though? No, because I think didn't Bullock have a line where he said to Jim, "Oh yeah, it's all over the precinct about you and Dr. Tompkins in the locker room or something."
Maybe I missed it.
Yeah, it was one line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was at the beginning.
Yeah,
Okay.
when they were checking out Fish's place, I think.
Okay, that's good then. Because I'm killer on continuity and connecting things. Like, that's just one of my biggest pet peeves is when you don't really create a good continuity.
Yeah, they didn't say where she was at, but yeah, Bullock was like, "Yeah, it's all over to you in the locker room."
That's good though. I like that at least.
But yeah, we need Montoya and Allen. 'Cause Gordon needs more allies.
Yes, he
Yeah.
does. Or he's gonna get, like, killed in his sleep.
Well, I'm pretty sure Gordon can't die. Just gonna throw that out there.
I'm just saying, if it were real world...
I'm pretty sure the only characters that really can't be killed in this show is Gordon and Bruce. Everyone else I could see them tweaking and something happening to, but I'm pretty sure those characters can't die. So.
You know what would be cool if they would do with Selena? I was thinking about this when I was writing the blog this week. Long Halloween, you know the connection with
Yes.
Selena's father, Tyler?
Yes, it's in Long Halloween and Dark Victory.
Kelly, do you know who Selena suspects of being her biological father in those stories?
No idea.
Carmine Falcone.
Oh, now that could be really interesting.
And I think in those stories it was her father, but they're not canonical. Well, even pre-New 52, I guess.
Yeah. Plus, I don't know if did she ever get evidence, or I think she always deeply suspected, but I don't know if she ever had hard proof.
I don't remember.
Wasn't like they had DNA testing back then, huh?
But
I could just see him on Maury.
But
Saying, "You are the father!"
He's
yeah,
like, and he'd be like, "So what? I'm a father of a bunch of kids. I don't care."
yeah, later on she comes Catwoman. She like breaks in and burglarizes his place, and then like she even like slashes him across the face with her claws.
Lovely. Well, then she'd have DNA right there, you know?
You ever look at how many times DC kind of revamps their villains' back histories? Like,
Yeah.
even more so than their heroes and stories. Like, well, in this line, Catwoman came, like, just reading about Catwoman's origin, like, you have the Carmine Falcone idea, where she comes from, the street criminal, the year one Catwoman style.
Well, I think anymore, I mean, especially probably the last 10, 15 years, like, I just think comics in general are got a bunch of people who say, "Oh, wait, I can do the origin better. I can do it better."
Yeah, they just want to go back and retell an origin, which I'm okay with in Elseworld books. Like I really like Batman Earth 1, you know, that's an Elseworld. That's the only kind of Elseworld books we get anymore from DC, or the Earth 1 books.
Yes, I think it's this coming week. Did you see your Superman Earth 1 Volume 3 is out, I think?
I know, it comes out right before my birthday.
Ooh.
This week is your birthday?
Next week is.
Next week.
So, I kind of kept dropping hints to my wife. Like, I really like Volume 1 and 2. Like, they're really well done.
Are you the voice in my head? I keep dropping hints to my wife.
But I think it would be kind of neat if they did some sort of Gotham Earth 1 storyline or something. I just feel like there should be a comic book to tie in the Gotham series or about Gotham or something.
Yeah.
Because there's the Flash and the Arrow both have their own individual comic books. Like, I think Gotham should have like one itself. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of neat.
Well, we know what we have to do to make that happen, everyone. Write to DC Comics.
Dear
Yeah.
DC, write this book.
It is my birthday. Please give me a Gotham comic.
We got season 2. Now give us season 1.5 in a comic.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, even if it was one shots, kind of behind the scenes of some of the characters, just where they came from, like their past, like Alan, Essen.
Oh yeah, you could have stories of Cobblepot and his mother.
Or do it like they do with, with Arrow, where they go in between the season. To get you through the hiatus, which is awesome because then you can have a time jump if you want. You can do all kinds of stuff and still have had fans being able to, have stories during the summer, and, if people want to figure out what's going on in between time, they're going to have to buy the books to read it.
Exactly.
Yeah, keeps your brand out there during the summer and that.
Exactly. And
So
gives us podcasters something to talk about, too.
Yes. Tyler, so what's the actual date of your birthday?
February 12th.
February 12th, listeners. Send Tyler Patrick some love.
Yep. It's a big birthday.
And we'll tell you how. We'll tell you how at the end, but send Tyler your love.
A big one, huh?
Yep. It's that milestone.
It's that threshold, man. Once you get over it, man, there's no turning back.
Yep.
Start slowing down, buddy.
It's uphill both ways, let me tell you.
Oh, man. But it was fun watching Gotham, like I said, with my mom, because it was like that new perspective on the show.
Mm-hmm.
She's got the questions and stuff like that, and so it was cool.
What did she think of Carol Kane?
She was like, I'm trying to remember what she said. She was like, she's always creepy. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
But immediately I thought back to Scrooge, like, yep.
So now you just got to get your mother to listen to the podcast, because that's what mine does. She watches the episode and then listens to the podcast.
I'll do it on the next podcast, not this one. Like,
hi, Mom.
Did you talk about me, son? Nope. Nope.
Hi to my mom. Hi, Tyler's mom.
Hi, moms.
I'll get her to listen to it now. Hi, Mom. Bill's mom.
Sadly,
Kelly's daughter.
my mom is way out of the demographic, so.
I'll tell you what, I always say Batman brings people together.
Yeah, well, my mom's 80.
Hey, you can watch. I bet. Would she watch Adam West with you?
No.
Would she watch Robert Lowry with you?
Probably not. She's just not in superheroes. My dad read the comics when he was a kid. My dad would, probably.
There you go.
Not my mom.
My dad, never watched a lot of the cartoons with us, but Batman, the animated series, my dad would sit down and watch with me and my brother. Like I said, he took us to see Phantasm in theaters and everything, so, yeah, it was one of the good memories as a child.
I would say, pretty honestly, I'm almost a first-generation superhero movie TV person.
Hey, gotta start somewhere.
That's right.
Alright, can I take us completely off topic for a second?
Sure.
Like we were already?
I'm pretty sure we were.
Yeah, I know, but this is not even Batman related. It was either, Kelly, this week, it was either Flashpoint or Queen Consolidated I was listening to.
Mm-hmm.
Did Lilith admit to being a pyro as a child?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
I can see.
Yes, she did. But her house is still standing, so.
We need to get her on here one day.
There you go. And, I think everybody goes through that phase at one point. Everybody's fascinated with it for a while. Whether it's lighting something on fire or just lighting matches.
Yeah.
Every kid. It's fascinating.
Yeah, I got a funny fire story to tell you guys later.
Yeah, I got a funny one too. Not with me, but yeah.
I don't want to take a bunch of time, so.
Yeah, let's get back to this episode. What else didn't we hit?
Well, let's see here. I'm trying to go back through it. Just watched it, but I'm like, like I said, there was a lot of really good, just continuing sickness with Fish, with where she's going. Like, we know she's leaving town. Butch, we're not sure what happens to him. But Zaz, that was pretty sweet when Zaz shows up to the rescue for Penguin. That was like, snap, he's about to get busted up.
And how about Gordon finding the stuff in the guy's shoe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out what it was at first. Like, can't be flashcards or something, like
they were
SD
small.
cards or anything, because I mean their cell phones are giant, so they don't have SD cards. So what is it?
Well, I thought it was just crazy when you saw the one guy for Falcone/Penguin was sitting there talking to the cop, and he all lifts his foot up, and the wife pops out of the tub, and he just pushes her back in,
Yeah.
and he just tosses Gordon in the sack with the ice pick and the tape.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just like, holy crap.
Here you go.
I'm just like, oh my gosh, man.
I know. And then what about that ending? What was that cop's name?
I don't know, because I just knew him as Rat from Sons of Anarchy. So through the whole time, I just kept thinking, it's Rat! But yeah, when he's like breaking down in the alley, like begging him to leave his wife and kids alone and everything, I was like,
yeah, no, Gordon's like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, okay, I won't talk about it again. All right.
I'm just like, holy crap, that's intense, man.
So does this mean Gordon's gonna have another talk with Cobblepot?
I just feel bad because I feel like Gordon, no matter what he does, he can never get better. Like that's the whole point. Is like no matter what he does, it just doesn't help. I'm waiting to see Gordon like, like in year one where you have that part in the animated movie. I can't remember if it's in the book where Gordon saves the kids and gets his picture on the paper saving all the kids, and like he starts launching his own kind of, in a sense, press. Like just doing all these things to really build up him as a good cop. And that's what he uses to help him go like against Commissioner Loeb.
Yeah.
I'm kind of waiting for him to start to do that, where Gordon really starts building that reputation as like the good cop, the people's cop.
I think he started that this week. I think with the murdered. He asked the guy to come in, then the guy gets murdered.
And that was so like I think that part right there, and then the thug with the wife really brought home like just brought it back down to earth. It's like a bad city where things happen, kind of that corruption.
Mm-hmm.
Like that speech where he's like, the guy trusted us, he came here to help us, and then was murdered in the police station.
Yeah.
Like when he said suicide by stabbing himself in the back.
With an ice pick, yeah.
Every time they kept saying ice pick, though, it reminded me of the Bones episode with ice pick, so... It's kind of an interesting choice of weapon.
Yeah, because I just happen to carry one of those around with me all the time. I just think, you know what, I'm just going to pull this ice pick out randomly. Because I'm just so depressed sitting in the police station, and I'm going to stab myself to death in my back.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm trying to remember when's the last time I saw an ice pick.
Yeah, I mean, you would have to have had the ice pick for a long time for people not just to be able to track you by a purchase. You think about that, because how many people buy ice picks?
Yeah.
What's an ice pick? That's what some people are thinking.
Somebody wanted a cool gang nickname. Yeah, they call me Ice Pick.
Uh-huh.
I didn't see it.
And next week, well, the next 2 weeks, I think, we get, what's it? Next week, it says the fearsome Dr. Crane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, this is Dr. Crane, as in his father, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes. The Scarecrow.
So we're going to see the seeds of the Scarecrow. I like that.
Or would that be the stuffing of the Scarecrow? Oh.
I was going to say, what do they need if his father was, called the Crow? Or something like that, and then he's like, I would not be the Scarecrow.
I don't know. Why would he call himself the Crow? Would he have a big bird suit?
I don't know. Maybe, that's his, sub name. Who knows? He can come up with it. We had Balloon Man, okay? I'm pretty sure that the Crow is not that far away of being plausible.
Yeah.
They are really creepy. My work is on the migratory path of the crows, and 2 days a year, you go outside with my work, and the trees are just completely black because they're full of crows. It is the creepiest, because you feel like, Poe. You're looking around, watching for these birds, It's really creepy.
It is creepy. Birds, birds, birds.
Well, and they're all and it's just, when they take flight, it's like clouds of birds. It's crazy.
That's what.
Next time it happens, I'll take some pictures and you guys will see what I mean. It's just really weird.
Okay. I'm game for understand that.
It's just intimidating. You wouldn't think it would be, but
almost like something you'd see on Fear Toxin. But yeah, the next couple episodes look good. They go up the 2-part, I guess, Scarecrow episode, and then we get the Flying Graysons.
Oh,
yay!
As we keep saying week after week, Tyler. Flying Graysons.
I know. It better pay off, too. It better be a sweet episode. They're like, this 4-part episode of Gotham starring the Flying Graysons. I would be like, good.
I give them more than one episode. Why does Scarecrow get 2 episodes?
For real. Maybe in the second episode, old Martha goes into labor, you know? And Bruce is there. Alfred delivers the baby. I don't care. Dr. Tompkins, she can deliver the baby.
There you go. But so did you hear they dropped the line that Bruce was telling Selina where he's been at the last 2 episodes?
Oh, it's Switzerland?
Yeah.
That was hilarious. Alfred took me on a little trip. Switzerland.
I was trying to think if there was any kind of more connection, if there's anything I can think of that happened, like in Switzerland or whatever. And
It's probably where half his money's at.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is maybe he was moving. They were moving money there in case people go after him or something again.
They're setting up the bat training layer.
Yeah, me and Alfred just took a little family trip, probably on the private jet.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
We got some chocolate.
And some Ricola.
Come on, Kelly. Dude, come on. Put some effort into
Ricola.
that. Oh, my goodness.
I'll tell you what. I'm waiting to see, what do you call it? Some more just kind of chaos in the streets of Gotham.
Because it's been so quiet from here on.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like they talk about how bad things are out there. I'm like, I want to see, like, some just complete messed up stuff where Jim's just scratching his head like, why am I even here?
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe that'll be our season finale. Maybe we'll get, like, a gang war or something. Maybe that's when Fish will come back and we'll get a war.
I think it'd be cool to see some street gang fighting. Like some of the we're supposed to get the Red Hood. They haven't said if it's the Red Hood gang or what. So it could be something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
Man, yeah, because, I mean, how many different sides could we get? We could get Falcone with Cobblepot on his side, Maroni, Fish, throw the Red Hood in there.
Because I just want to see more than just the 2, like, high-class mobs. Like, I want to see, like, the low-level street criminal. You know, the kind of criminals that even the mob are like, this is too much for us. Or
yeah,
they want to put out because they're cutting on their turf or something. You know, something where just you get more of the sense that Gotham is just not a place you want to be.
Hey, Tyler, the chaos on the streets, one good thing, it drove Barbara away.
Yep. Drove her back to her money parents.
So what was your guys'... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, maybe Barbara calls Zaz, has Zaz come and take out her parents so she can just inherit everything and live her crazy life in her house. It's a theory.
A dark theory, but wouldn't that put Barbara ahead? I wouldn't think you'd want to see Barbara get ahead.
But why would we need her again? She'd just be fine there at the house. We'd never have to have her in an episode again.
Because she doesn't leave the house. Ever.
Exactly. Jim has moved on. He don't know where she's at. Jim's moved on. He's good.
That's true. I mean,
Tompkins.
He's out of the apartment. She could even move back to the apartment.
Yeah.
Just sit around all pantsless till, like, I don't know, the 4th or 5th episode of season 2.
So what were you guys' favorite lines of this episode?
Well, I don't know. What was yours, Kate?
I've got a couple that are good.
All right, break them down for us.
Steady, Master Bruce. It looks like she's got mange. and then, am I interrupting? I'm surgically removing the onions from my takeout, so...
Yes!
And there was that great line about, should I get a broom, Master Bruce? What?
Or would you like to continue crying over the fragments of your young dreams?
I was like, dang.
Yeah, there were some good lines this week.
But yeah, man, I mean, I know what Alfred was trying to do, but I'm like, man... I mean, Alfred's Alfred's against him being Batman half the time, but I think he's driving him to it.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it just depends on which Alfred we're going with, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The Earth 1 MI6 Alfred was more okay with him doing it. He just wanted him to be more prepared. And then, of course,
Yeah, it's looking like that might be the way we're going here.
Alfred is a crazy butler.
But yeah, I totally forgot about that onion line.
That was fun, because at first I was like, what is he doing? I was like, is he investigating something? And I was like, nope, it's his takeout. So, like, oh, okay.
Because tell me that's a normal personality. He's picking them out one by one.
With surgical precision.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah.
I'm waiting to see how they do Edward as, like, the Riddler. Like, if he'll start to go Riddler, or if we're just going to have to keep waiting, because I feel like he's going to snap.
I'm telling you, him and Cobblepot in the same room having a conversation, that is going to be something else.
I want to see him go, like, Dexter style. Where, like, he just starts going off the deep end, but no one can figure it out, because, like, until he decides one day to just come out as, I'm the Riddler. Like, he just starts doing stuff behind the police's back on all these unsolved mysteries, and the reason they can't figure out what's going on is because somebody's tampering with the evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's going out killing people, and then, during the day, he's, like, giving Jim Gordon hugs again.
Exactly.
You know who another fun conversation would be? Nigma and Cobblepot's mom. Can you imagine the two of them in a room?
That'd just be creepy.
That would be bizarre.
What is riddle?
You know what would be a very short conversation? Nigma and Zaz.
Yeah.
It'll be a short conversation. That's Zaz and anyone else.
Pretty much.
That's the one we could see go all serial killer. I mean, he is in the comic books.
And he kind of is now, just not.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I could see him going full on,
Yeah.
Falcone either fires him or,
He just goes off on his own. Because right now he seems like he's more hitman than serial killer.
Yeah, like Falcone has him on a leash.
He's gonna go full on Voldemort.
He's gonna go the full Volt.
Gonna cut his nose off?
Yep, he's just gonna slice his nose, look kind of Skeletorish. Just... Someone's gonna start dropping some,
There's the crickets. Now we need bats.
Oh, we do.
Yeah,
Bats.
we totally need the bats.
I'm still waiting to see, like, Bruce, like, have his moment of seeing the bat. Like, I wonder if that'll be, like, towards the end of the first season. Or even, like, bats on the property or something.
Or finding a cave.
Yeah, those things happen when he's a child.
Yeah, he dropped down the hole when he was a child.
Yep. That would be cool to see. Again.
For, like, the third time in film.
Yeah. But still cool.
Yeah, it's still cool. I'm okay with it. I'm trying to think. I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not. I feel like we got a good scope of the episode. I feel like this is, like, if I was going to rate this episode out of, 5 Batarangs, I think I'll give it 4.5.
Really?
I like this one. It was, I guess because it was very thick all around, as far as just a lot of the characters, it wasn't just too linear with one character. It touched...
No Barbara.
Yeah, no Barbara. It touched on a lot of things from a lot of characters. So, to me, like...
And everybody was wearing pants.
Yep. It's a good thing. I liked it.
So, Kelly, what was your rating?
I was gonna say more of the line of 3.5, 4. I enjoyed it. I still think that there needs to be some more gelling of, you know what I mean? We need more depth from the characters. But I enjoyed the episode. That's all.
There's always room for gelling.
That's right.
And I agree with you on that, Kelly. I do. But I think it's better, as it goes on, so.
Yeah, exactly. It's just gonna take some time.
I think I'll split the difference between the two of you, give it 4 stars. 4 Batarangs.
Cool.
That works for me?
But, before we go, like, Tyler and I were talking before the podcast about the, Aquaman Throne of Atlantis, or Justice League Throne of Atlantis cartoon that came out this week.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's awesome.
What?
I know.
You're close friends with Lilith Hellfire and you haven't seen the Aquaman movie yet?
I have not seen it yet,
Oh.
but she told me I need to.
I've bought all the DC movies on DVD, and I just need one more. There's just one I don't have.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, I always hit the store when they use videos and they have sales and stuff. I have my list, and I'm always on the lookout, see what I can find.
But yeah, Batman's in this one, but then they give you like a extended preview of the one coming in the spring, Batman vs. Robin.
Which I'm excited.
The sequel to Batman and Son.
I'm excited for that one. I'm gonna dig it. I like that they're doing the Court of Owls, but at the same time, I'm like, I wish they would just do a Court of Owls movie, because I feel like there's so much of the Court of Owls that's about Gotham, but comes from Nightwing's past. And I think a Nightwing film that's about the Court of Owls that kind of should be done.
Mm-hmm.
DC animators, just telling you.
Well, at least it looks like Nightwing's in this movie too, just like he was in the last one.
Good, he should be.
Yeah, it looks like the Court of Owls tries to seduce Damian to the dark side.
Yeah, they're gonna try, but we'll see what happens to young Damian.
That one's in the spring. Can't wait.
I like all their movies. Like, I'm glad they've continued to do these films. I just want them to branch out some more.
Yes.
Because I really liked the Wonder Woman. I thought it was really good. The Green Lantern First Flight was okay. And then I hate that we never got just a Flash movie.
Well, maybe with the show now, and if he's going to be in the movie, in the movies.
Yeah, it's possible, but I'd like for them to kind of branch out a little bit more, because I mean, Assault on Arkham was basically a Suicide Squad movie with Batman in it.
Yeah.
Which is fine. So.
I think that's the third episode of this podcast, my review of Suicide Squad.
Yep, I listened to it, and I agree with everything you said.
But just these movies, language-wise, they're not made for kids.
No, they're not. I mean, that's why there's a PG-13 rating, and DC's also cranking up the kid version, because they had the Justice League Trapped in Time, which is an animated one that came out that was for kids. They have another one coming out, and then they released, they're going to do, based off the Batman Unlimited toy line, they're going to do a direct-to-DVD movie from that, and some shorts and stuff. It's not going to be a whole new animated series. It's going to be Justice League and Batman Unlimited is what it's going to be. I was reading that yesterday, so I thought that was different.
Huh.
But speaking of animated, Kelly, have you watched Mask of the Phantasm yet?
Nope. Last weekend, I ended up having to drive my daughter back clear to Edwardsburg, Michigan, which is just north of South Bend, which should only be an hour and a half drive each way. Well, an hour and 40 minutes, and it took me 5 hours round trip.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Kelly lives in the Midwest, where they get a lot of precipitation known as snow.
Yes,
yep.
Snay. I hate Snay. It's awful. We're getting 6 to 12 Saturday to Sunday this week, so it has not been a fun week.
Wow.
But yeah, once you watch Mask of the Phantasm, you're gonna kick yourself, saying, "Why didn't I watch this sooner?"
I know. I wanted to watch it last weekend. Trust me. The last thing I wanted to be doing was driving 5 hours. Oh, and my water pump gave out while I was driving.
Crap.
So yeah, it was a weekend.
So we got anything else for this episode?
Keep up the good work.
Yes, and yay for season 2.
Yes. Like you didn't know that was coming.
Well, you guessed, but you never know.
Yeah.
It's true. You don't. Sometimes shows you're like, how did that stay on the air? Gets a new season, and sometimes shows you're like, I love this. Gets canceled.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, but I think they have the ratings to back it up, I think, in this case.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it makes sense. It's on Fox.
Right.
That's true.
It could get cobble-potted like Firefly, You hope not.
Oh!
Without a moment's notice.
Yes, without a moment's notice.
Don't cobblepot our show.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Because we would be sad.
Yes, we would. Then we'd have to get on here and talk about other things, like Mask of the Phantasm.
Which we will do.
Yes, we will.
We totally will.
Whenever there is a break in the show, Mask of the Phantasm will be there.
Come on, summer.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure.
Come on, no snow.
I was gonna say, I know Kelly's saying praying for summer.
Yes. I mean, usually, by the time my daughter's birthday comes around at the end of March, it's just rain. And I can take rain!
Mm-hmm.
Just the snow and ice has got to go.
All right.
All right.
Is that it?
Yep.
All right, everyone. Let us know your thoughts. You can email us at beforethebat@gmail.com. Facebook, Before the Bat, the Gotham Podcast. We're on Twitter at Before the Bat Pod, where you can live tweet with Kelly every Monday night.
Woohoo! It's a good time.
Yes. Instagram, Before the Bat _Flash Arrow Pod, and Tumblr, Before the Bat /Flash Arrow Pod. And remember to go to our page on SouthgateMediaGroup.com and chat us up on the forum.
Sounds good. Drop us a line. You can find me at JTYPatrick. Let me know your thoughts on anything.
And send him birthday wishes on the February 12th.
That's
Yep.
right. You can find me on social media just about everywhere. Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, everywhere. At Supersquint. SUPERSQUINT.
And I am on Twitter at NightwingPDP, and you can email me at nightwingpdp@gmail.com.
Woohoo!
Alrighty.
All right. Well, I guess you know what we gotta say.
That's right. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Gotham Podcast.